this Lebanon thing that's happening with Israel bombing Lebanon, and they bombed it today, and I think, is that up the ceasefire?
Oh yeah, they closed off the Strait of Hormuz again.
Oh god. It makes the least amount of sense in terms of like when they did it and why they did it.
Yes.
You blow up the leader during Ramadan? Like, are you trying to make an like, why did you have to do it now? Are you really convinced that at this time they're really 2 weeks away from making a nuclear weapon? It's not like we haven't heard that before, right? So at a certain point in time, like, how much pressure does Israel have to put on the president? Like, that's a crazy amount of influence. Say if Israel didn't exist. Let's say there was just the Iranian terror regime, gunned down protesters.
Yeah.
They killed 2 Olympic gold medalists in wrestling, at least one, and one other really promising young wrestler. Would we go in? I don't think so, right? If we heard by allies or someone told us that they were trying to develop a nuclear weapon, don't you think we'd probably try to stop them from doing that with some sort of negotiations and
yeah, like what Obama
ensure
did.
their safety? Or
how much money was it every day in the war, Jamie? How much was we spending $2 billion every day on that war? And
well, it's not just that. It's like the war is like everything else. Like, imagine if it was run by a private company. I'm not saying war should be run by a private company, but imagine if it was.
Yeah.
Imagine if, say, like Lockheed Martin ran the war in Afghanistan. Do you think they would have left behind all that equipment?
Hell no.
Billions of dollars in helicopters
Hell
and
no.
tanks? Of
Hell no.
course they wouldn't. They would take it back. You know why? Because that's the smart thing to do if you're running a business. That's
Right.
insane amount of waste.
Yeah.
But our federal government's like, just leave it there.
Yeah.
Unless you want to arm the Taliban.
Yeah, you're not being conspiratorial. It benefits you because it gives you another reason to get back in there.
Wasn't that what they said about Netanyahu said about Hamas, that he can control the flame?
Yes.
By funding Hamas, he
Yes.
can control the flame?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, it is.
That's a crazy concept. There's a lot of people that want to say it's a good thing.
Well, because sunken cost fallacy. It doesn't feel good to admit you got conned. I feel so stupid. Because when they were doing their no war thing, that was a big deal to me. I'm like, yes, no more stupid wars. No more wars. Focus on the country. Why are we blowing up children in other countries for oil? This is great. And now it's wild to see what's happening. Isn't it mind-blowing? These people who like really blatantly, we're not going to do any more wars.
Right.
Oh my God. We blew up, how many Iranian schoolgirls did Trump blow up? 180 deaths.
Largely children, teachers, and parents. U.S. Tomahawk missile caused the explosion.
This is where it gets culty, is because some people are still making this shit work in their heads. Some people are like, some people are kind of on the fence when it comes to blowing up kids. Have you noticed that?
As long as they don't have to watch.
As long as they don't have to watch.
As long as they're not in the general
meat.
area that's where it's happening.
It doesn't matter what mask the president's wearing. It's always going to be the same thing. They're going to analyze the market. They're going to say what they need to say to grab the most voters. And then they're going to keep blowing up people in the Middle East because of oil. I just feel dumb because I really believed it. We would not do any more Middle Eastern wars. I fell for it. I really bought it, man. A lot of us really hated that our country's been at war for 93% of its history. A lot of us really hated the fact that politicians leave their offices and go work for Lockheed Martin, Halliburton, wherever, that there's a weird connection between the main weapons, what they call them, the big five or whatever, and the federal government, that there's like backroom deals going on all the time. We hated that, and mostly we just hated the fact that we're paying taxes to blow up children. And then Trump come around, and somehow he did it. Hypnotized. What a powerful magician.
The more these conflicts occur, the more enemies we'll have, which will ensure future conflicts.
Exactly.
And business is booming.
Booming.
And that's what people don't want to believe. They don't want to believe that someone would engineer a virus. They don't want to believe that someone would like make stuff that could kill other people of their own country. But they would if they could make money. To a certain level of psychopaths, money just becomes numbers on a ledger that they're trying to acquire.
100%.
And if they can attach themselves to a corporation, fantastic. Then it's just the business we're in.
That's it.
And chug along, daddy.
Yep.
Chug along.
Chug along. Iran has realized that there's something more powerful than nuclear weapons, that all it needs to do is control this strait. Theoretically, they could be making billions of dollars per month by controlling that thing.
Do you really think that this war is entirely started because of the Epstein files?
I mean,
What percentage? 50?
I'm going 48 to 50. The reason I'm hesitating is because the Epstein files are what's been going on. It's basically some kind of cultural UAP video.
I don't think you should be able to make any decisions if you've been there. I don't think anybody that's never been to war should be able to make decisions on whether or not we go to war, because until you've seen what it actually is,
Right.
you have no idea.
Right. So I don't know if a nuclear war is about to break out that evening because the president was like, I don't want to end an entire civilization, but looks like it's going to happen. And so I'm just hugging my kids thinking like, man, what are the parents in Iran feeling right now? Like, what does that feel like? What does that feel like? And then on top of that, we've got all these other things happening at the same time. You've got AI, and then you've got these disappearing scientists.
Yeah. Assassinated scientists, too.
Yes, man. And so
guys working on heavy stuff.
What they all have in common is they're all apocalyptic. They all represent potential massive change, like humanity changing forever in ways that it will never, ever go back to the way it was.
Did you hear that the CIA has admitted that the way they found the pilot was because of his heart rate?
Ghost murmur. That's the name of the tech.
We gotta look into this. Like, this is science fiction.
Yeah, it's wild.
This is full Minority Report.
It's crazy.
Science fiction level technology.
It's AI.
They can find a guy's heart rate.
They find this guy's heartbeat. He's hiding in some kind of crevice, and then they're able to go and extract him. The heartbeat says a lot about a person. Are they sleeping? Are they like in good shape, bad shape? You can learn so much from a heartbeat.
How do you even think about inventing this? At the end of civilization, when they write our Bible, boy, it's going to be a banger.
Oh, dude.
When the new people thousands of years from now have to invent arrowheads and go through the whole process of civilization again, when they tell our story, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Our story's going to be bananas.